Okay, I think we are rolling. Okay, great. Hey everyone, my name's Cole Watson, a world traveler, non-binary rapscallion, and most of all, a dreamer. You might recognize me from my many famous instructional videos, such as how to lose a guy in 10 days, how to find the guy you lost 10 days ago, or my highest performing video to date, using peekaboo to disarm a bailiff, part 1. Today, I come to you a changed person. I no longer lead an exciting life of crime, but I have instead focused my energy on helping the other side of the courtroom. That's right, I'm a lawyer now. Can you believe it? Me, the dashing young rogue who once broke into the evidence locker of the Bucks County Sheriff's Office and bragged about it on national television. It's true, it was Deal or No Deal. Now commands respect from every courtroom in the country as a big shot attorney. Not only was becoming a lawyer as easy as stealing candy from, okay, well it says stealing candy from a baby. I'm gonna say from any store, okay? Candy is one of the easiest things to steal. But becoming a lawyer was also kind of fun. But most importantly, it only took a few days, thanks to a little dedication and a bit of concentration. And truthfully, the PlayStation 4 in this Airbnb that I was explicitly instructed not to touch. So how did I do it? Well, simple, I played this video game. Somewhere over here, my nephew Kennedy is putting all this together, so hopefully he remembers to show the game. That's right, thanks to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, I now know more about laws, lawyering, and Victorian-era politics than anyone, living or dead.
Mostly dead.
As a person with a one-syllable, four-letter name, there's nothing I love more than acronyms that meet the same criteria. So let's employ one of those powerful rhetorical strategies to break down the 4 key tenets of being a successful lawyer. All right, we got story, characters, arguments, and my personal favorite, boisterousness. And what does that give us? Scab. Is that really? Geez, Rodney, you probably could have thought. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. First up, we got story, and it's a pretty important concept to wrap your noodle around. Lawyers are really just overpaid storytellers, and legal arguments are just elaborate stories that don't even technically have to be true. They just have to be compelling. So, if you want to get a good-looking fella out of some legal trouble with a big company, or someone else out of some other type of situation, I'm so sorry, I lost my place. How to tell a story. And boy oh boy, does the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles have some grade A stories to tell. Most of the other Ace Attorney games take place in the modern day, like computers and stuff. But this one takes place right around the turn of the 20th century in both Japan and Britain. Now, I'm gonna level with you here. Ordinarily, I think people who cry type over even the mildest spoilers are a bunch of wet napkins, but in this particular situation, since it's a game about investigating crime scenes and solving puzzles and all that junk, I don't want to give away any more plot details. However, I would be remiss if I didn't mention this game allows you to switch over to story mode anytime. Which is awesome, because, alright, one step. Because it basically turns it from a video game into HBO, like at the drop of a hat. So if you just love the drama and want to kick back, give your thumbs a break, this game is so smart that it can literally play itself. How about that? Are we good? We got that covered? All right, let's move on. I don't got a day with this. I'm supposed to check out of this Airbnb like an hour ago. Can't imagine the guy's gonna be happy I'm using his computer. Character, I gotta put these down. Hang on, sorry. All right, characters. You can't have a story without them. And since we know the Great Ace Attorney Chronicle has one of those, it's for sure got some of those. Rodney, did you fall asleep on this? What happened, man? $20. In most of the other games, you play as Phoenix Wright. But in this game, you play as his ancestor, which is like his great Ace Attorney uncle or grandfather or something. I don't know their exact lineage, but you know what? I don't need to, because it's clear that this guy is the source of Phoenix Wright's valuable lawyer blood. But here's the thing. These characters aren't just crucial to the setting and narrative you experience as a player of the game, they're also invaluable assets in your quest to understanding the setting, narrative, and other characters involved in the 10 cases you're tasked with cracking and subsequently winning. Lawyering is, you know what, I gotta have more. I gotta have more of these. They're so good. Cheez-Its, so much better when they're stolen, okay? Not that these are from Publix. I was just remembering a time when I stole some Cheez-Its. Lawyering is a deeply noble profession. Whether you're representing one of the biggest video game companies in the world, or simply an innocent entrepreneur caught in the tangle of litigation, trying to clear their name. Or another example. And what is the cornerstone of any lawyer's success? Why, of course, it's our next point, which I will get to after scrolling. Rodney, I don't know if the solution is bigger fonts or small. Arguments. To build a case as a lawyer is truly to construct an argument on behalf of your client using not only the evidence at your disposal, but your ability to detect the flaws in the stories of the people in the hot seat. But just like in marriage, or real-world legal practice, or vape shop business partnership, Rodney, you gotta let that go. An argumentative mist furls around the atmosphere, even outside the courtroom. As someone who's been around the courthouse block a few dozen times, the thing that stood out to me the most in Ace Attorney is how they never let your cases just exist like in a vacuum. Sure, you and all your friends remember what's been happening, but a bunch of other people you haven't met yet that weren't even there might have also heard about it, which informs the way they react to you when you first meet. It's actually super neat. Makes the world feel more realistic, which is great for smart guys like us who are secretly using it to charge up their intellectual mind lasers on the converging worlds of law and order. Okay, Rodney, you're getting carried away. But once we do that, it's time for the best and final step: boisterousness. Now, this is the only mandatory lawyer lesson that the game doesn't actually teach us. This one's coming from your old, wow, there's not a gender-neutral term for aunt or uncle, is there? Well, either way, I'm still talking, so I'll admit, as great ace as this Attorney Chronicles may be, if I had a note for the tremendous minds at Capcom, I would add a dedicated gloat button. You deserve to get to talk smack to the guy defending a murderer. This ain't a basketball court. You can't be punished for bad sportsmanship. Make him cry. But that's just my 2 cents on the matter. And with that 2 cents, your student loans are paid. So congratulations on being a Class A lawyer now. You're ready to take on any injustice the world could possibly throw at you, thanks to the royalty you see before you, and the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which should be right here, Kennedy, which you should buy immediately. With this knowledge at your disposal, there's no limits to what you can do. You could defend an accomplished salesperson from libelous slander and nondescript litigation, or take on the Supreme Court over non-compete laws, or you could defend an accomplished salesperson from libelous slander and nondescript litigation. I mean, that's something you could get started on, like now, actually. Like now, you're a fancy pants lawyer, right? If you get your hands on someone else's case in the state of Pennsylvania with a court date of 8 days from now, you could make a real difference in our criminal justice system. Thank you for watching. Oh no, okay. All right, they're back, and he sounds bad. Okay, yeah, I'm still up here. Give me just a second. I'm packing my bag right now. Give me just like 2 minutes. All right. Okay, how do I email this?